Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. The action has already started.
Yaya Toure will be key here, Peter. His versatility and drive makes him a nightmare for the up.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. It's hit the upright. Cross from Cafu. Now it's Figo. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Spread neatly. He's picked his way through. Oh, it's beyond the defence. Raul. Pull it. Oh, that's a fine interception. Modric. Messi. Cafu. And it's Pirlo. Now it's Pelé. And he's being shifted off it. Pull it. And Koundé. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He's chosen to go back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Roberto Carlos. And they're quick to get it back. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Raul going face-to-face with his great rival. Played into the middle. Oh, smashing header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Messi. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Still goalless at the moment. Beckham. BOTAFOGO looking to pass their way through. Roberto Carlos. Beckham. A probing pass. Well, played right in just the goalkeeper. And the finish! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Yeah, but that's the threat posed by teams that have those kind of players who are willing to make those types of runs.
Alaba. Modric. And it's Roberto Carlos. And it's Roberto Carlos. Cruyff. Toure wins the duel this time. Raul. Shifted it to the flank. Cruyff. Koundé succumbs to the pressure. Oh, that's fabulous. Not the most accurate pass. Raul. Now it's Messi. Yaya Toure. That's good running with the ball. That's Beckham. And he's forced to go back. And it's Koundé. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Neatly clipped into space. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Played out wide. Raul. That is a brilliant interception. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's been given away. goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. And this is Raul. Chance, surely! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Cristiano Ronaldo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Beckham plays it short. Oh, nice touch. That's a throw. And this is Raul. Shoots! A skipper's goal!
Well, this skipper probably feels the obligation more than most to deliver goals in important times. Going into the interval is always a key period, and his opener could prove to be a critical development now.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Can he get it through? No way through there. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And the action is back on the way.
BOTAFOGO can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Pass is just off target. Figo. Beckham. It's a searching pass. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. That's the keeper's ball. Oh, given away. Figo. Now it's Pullet. Nicely weighted ball. Pullet. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Oh, lots to admire in the run and the defending. This their second corner of the game. Beckham with the short one. Big chance! Madrid have their third corner. They've played it short. Koundé. Decent chance! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their...
Tries from distance. BOTAFOGO still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. And it's been played through. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Can he latch on to this? Now it's Pelé. And this is Pelé. Cannavaro does well to get it back. Casillas with the clearance.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 22, camisa 7, deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 9, camisa 13. Teremos
and it's Roberto Carlos. Scholes goes on a run down the left wing. And he's quick to get it clear again.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Threads one in. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. And now they can clear their lines. Scholes. And he's had it nicked away. Quality ball. And that's another good win of the ball. Cruyff. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
BOTAFOGO really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Just eases him off the ball, looking for the run, and that could set him on his way. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Alaba promptly onto that, and that is that. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And he was quick to react. He won't be happy with that one. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
BOTAFOGO are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Now it's Cruyff. Not the most convincing of passes. Now, can they get him away? Looking to play him in. And this is Pele! They're back in possession and Cruyff! And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, at least it's earned them a little applause from the boss. The finish was lacking, but everything else was pretty good.
Roll! He should have put that one away.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
BOTAFOGO are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Looking for options for movement. He has found the way through. Madrid have got it back and they'll have another go. And the shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. And there's no surprise who's taking this corner. Up he goes! Went with his head but couldn't steer it in.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Tries to play it through.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Cannavaro. And time is up. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the way the manager has stormed down the tunnel lends itself to an almighty...
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So off we go then. And the history of this fixture tells us always to expect the unexpected. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Saul. His brilliant technical ability and eye of the needle passing can make a big difference to this team. He's got a wonderful engine too, and seems to always get himself involved in the thick of the action at both ends of the pitch.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Tries to play it through. Chance for a shot!
And he was there to get a vital touch. Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Flamengo with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Now the ball in. BOTAFOGO are looking to go forward now. Can he get it through? Look at the space here. Scholes, always onto this, and he was quick to react. Not the most accurate pass. Looking to play him in. He's through here. Oh, super ball. And he's onside. Saul. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Emerson. In with the challenge. Cruyff. Pele providing an outlet on that flank. Played into space out wide. Gone behind for a goal kick. Saul. BOTAFOGO yet to have an attempt on goal. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Pele! He's done very well to get to that.
Pele really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And now a sudden chance to counter. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Saul.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Oh, nice one too, very nice. Can he finish? Goal! Flamengo! And Flamengo take the lead. It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So the first got face-to-face with it. Pele! And yes, it's there! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
BOTAFOGO grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
And it's Lino. Saul. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Puskas. Good take, and is he in? Cruyff. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Luis Araujo.
Well, they were never going to allow him to receive that. Such close attention.
Scholes. Saul. And Emerson Royale. Luis Araujo. Can he latch on to this? It is a corner, good chance. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Now it's Luis Araujo. Takes a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Scholes. Pirlo. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Lino. It's a pretty loose pass. Costa Curta. Roberto Carlos. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Swings it, he gets big! Oh, the ball's run loose here. This ended up in... And another try! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And the half-time whistle goes. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
BOTAFOGO really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Flamengo looking to pass their way through. That's been intercepted. Aimed beyond the defence. And this is Cruyff. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And he's managed to get free, and he decides to cross it. Flamengo have their third corner. Defending of the desperate variety. He's having a shot! Goal! Flamengo! And they've got their lead back. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Nicely weighted ball. That is good alertness. Costa Curta. BOTAFOGO really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Saul looking for options for movement. Quarter of an hour into the second half. BOTAFOGO finding their passes. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
BOTAFOGO may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
Adams. Scholes.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, super find. Pele!
BOTAFOGO really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And again! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Shapes to shoot! Lino. And it's Lino. And it's been played through. That's been slipped through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That's been cut out, well played. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Emerson. Now Lino. Saul. Played into space out wide. That has not gone well. Now it's Luis. He's gone for goal! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Flamengo choosing to make the first change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Back to the keeper it goes. Zico. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Can he get on the end of this? Shoots! He scored! And this is getting better and better. So smooth. A signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Now there's a fine ball. It's a loose ball. He's gone for goal. And that is wildly off target.
Substituição no time do Flamengo.
So there's going to be another change here. A warm ovation on his way off, and that is the least he deserves.
I think he's put in a good shift, and their fans appreciate that. I think he can feel pretty happy with the contribution he's made.
He's found a way through. Now the cross. Header! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Now it's De Arrascaeta. He's in plenty of space here. Picked out brilliantly. Big chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And it's Lino. Pirlo. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end virtually unavoidable. The end of the game. Reflections?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side. I don't think they'll be going out tonight.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.